Summer rain on the window. Watch the time float on.
Good morning. This semester I'm taking 18 credits, so it's gonna be a pretty rough semester. Thankfully, I don't have any classes on Friday this semester, so that is one of the things that I'm so happy about. But my Monday and Wednesdays are my favorite, just because I don't have class until 11 a.m. So that means I can stay up later the night before and wake up later, because if you've been watching me for a while, you know I'm not a morning person at all. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have a class that starts at 9:30, and it's really not that early, but it feels super early because I'm always staying up late. But like every other semester, my goal is to not go to bed as late as I usually do. We'll see how that works out because I just do better work at night. Hey y'all, good morning. I have my first class today at 11 a.m. and I'm going to wear this really cute owl sweatshirt, so let's go ahead and get ready because I do want to be decently early today. So my first class of the day is my Asian American Experience class, and this class is in main building. Main building is the building that has the dome on top of it. I've had classes in main building before and I love it. It's so beautiful. This class was super chill. We literally just went over the syllabus and then we had to fill out a questionnaire, which a lot of professors have you do at the beginning of the semester, but this class was the true definition of just going over the syllabus on the first day. I love when you get to leave class early. Typically my next class would be right after this class ended, so since I had some free time before my next class, I decided to go to Cafe J, my favorite place ever. And walking through campus when it snows, it looks so beautiful, but it is so cold. Anyways, Cafe J is inside of a hotel on campus called the Morrison. If you're ever on campus, go check it out. It's so good. But I just got my usual, which is an iced white chocolate mocha, and did a little bit of editing for TikTok, which follow me on TikTok because I've been really obsessed with posting TikToks lately. But my next class was sports marketing, and it was in a super random building that I've never been to before. And we went over the syllabus and actually did our first lecture because our professor was going to be out of town on Wednesday. This class is super interesting because the professor works in the athletics department, so he tells us about his real world experience. Hey y'all, I just got done with 2 of my classes. I have one more later today from 5:30 to 8, which is super late and a super long class, but it only meets once a week, which is why I took it. And also pretend my room is not messy in the back. I just don't care. I just got back from class, so I'm like, whatever. And I'm just such a mess, you guys. I literally moved in yesterday, had class today, and yes, my class was late, but my room is just such a mess. Like, I can't even think. Like, I'm not gonna be able to think. I'm not even gonna be able to start my work until my room is like how I want it. Getting ready today took me so long because it's just things are not organized how I want them, which obviously like that's not a priority, but it's just like I feel like I'm in such disarray. But classes were great today. My first class of the day was called the Asian American Experience, and that professor seems really cool. It seems like a really fun and interesting class. My favorite thing about this professor is that we literally get there and she was like, yeah, we're gonna end early, which is not that unusual. A lot of classes on the first day will end early because typically during silly week, professors will just go over the syllabus and like do a lot of like introduction type thing. So we're sitting in class and she talks for literally, I'm not even joking you, 15 minutes. And then she's like, okay, yeah, like you guys can head out. And I was like, I looked at the time, saw it was 11:15, and I was like, the day started out great. And then of course I went to Cafe J, my favorite place. Haven't had Cafe J in 7 months. So good. I love Cafe J. The only thing that's kind of annoying is that Cafe J closes at 2 p.m. every day. So typically my classes are when Cafe J is open. So it's really hard for me to get Cafe J, but because we ended early today, I was able to get Cafe J, sit in there and edit for a little bit before going to my next class, which basically my dorm, where both my classes were in Cafe J, none of them are near each other. My dorm is close to my first class, but then Cafe J and my other class are not anywhere near each other, so it's just really out of the way. But the fact that I got to get it today like was a highlight of my day. And then my second class of the day is sports marketing. I actually like this class was not one of my first choices for the marketing classes that I wanted to take. I wanted to take a branding class here, but that class is always full. It's really hard to get a seat even though I'm a junior, and so I couldn't get a seat in it. I'm waitlisted, so I took sports marketing, and it actually seems super interesting. Our professor is someone who who works in the Notre Dame athletic department. So it was really interesting when he was talking about his career. He talked about a lot about his experiences for the first day of class, so that was really cool to learn about. I feel like that class is going to end up being really interesting. I love when classes really incorporate like real world experiences and knowledge. I had a professor during my sophomore year, and he was a retired CEO, and he would literally just give us so many stories because he had so much wisdom and experience and knowledge, and there's so many like random like tidbits of information that I thought it ended up being a super interesting class. So I love classes where like the professor has had a career and then they have so much knowledge that they just share about it. It just makes the class 10 times more interesting instead of like a textbook focused class, which there's nothing wrong with, but personally for me, I love stories. It makes it a lot more engaging than like, oh, like let's talk about the textbook. But textbook classes are a lot easier to study for exams, so we'll see how this goes. Because my sports marketing class will have the Mendoza curve, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm really excited about that class. Oh my god, I've literally been talking forever. But yeah, I ran into a few people that I studied abroad with, so that's been fun. And then my next class is at 5:30, so I'm honestly gonna see some of my friends in my dorm and then honestly edit a little bit and honestly get myself together. Guys, I haven't even opened my planner. It's like killing me. I have like a to-do list that I started on my computer of everything I need to do, but even though I use a lot of like organizational things digitally, nothing will ever beat a physical paper planner. I just have to have everything down on paper. It just has to get done. So today we're starting my planner, planning my life out, getting ourselves together, just everything. I'm just a mess. I'm just here. I need to get myself together. So I will see you guys when I catch up with you a little bit later. This class is in a building that's super close by, so I always feel like I only need to leave 5 minutes before I go to class. But honestly, it was super beautiful outside. This class is my applied multimedia for journalists class, and I was interested in this class because we're learning about the basics of editing, and although I know how to edit, I really wanted to learn about editing in more of a professional way. Hey y'all, I just got back from my last class, and you know how earlier in the video I was like, oh, my first class of the day, we only met for 15 minutes? You guys, my last class of the day literally beat that. We met for 12 minutes. The professor was like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do and this is what you'll need, and that's pretty much all I have. And this class is supposed to be 2 hours and 30 minutes once a week. We met for 12 minutes. Today is my luckiest day ever. Like what? 12 minutes. Oh, it was beautiful. Let's bring back more 12-minute classes. And he also was like, yeah, we're probably never gonna meet for the full time, for the whole semester. Today has been amazing. My parents are still in town. They're leaving tomorrow. So I'm gonna grab dinner with them and then say goodbye to them today. And then you guys, I also have homework to do. So that's gonna be fun. And I wanna go to bed early because my first class is at 9:30 tomorrow. So yeah. And again, my homework is not hard at all. The homework that I have should literally take me like 15 minutes. Again, it's homework. I don't even know if you could call it homework. They're like, it's literally so easy. I'll call it tasks. I have 2 tasks to do for 2 of my classes tomorrow. Today has been so hype. And the class I went to, it seems fun. The professor seems chill, so love to see it. Okay, so I just finished having dinner with my parents. My parents were amazing and they helped me move everything in, and we didn't argue at all. It was super blissful. We just got along the whole weekend, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Anyway, have a great semester and stay safe,
good luck.
healthy, happy, and
Have
take care
fun.
of yourself, right?
Thank you.
Study.
Yep.
Okay, hey you guys. I just got out of the shower and Emma and I are just chatting. Like I said, I think I told you guys earlier, I have homework. It's gonna take me like 20 minutes, so I'm gonna do that. Emma and I both have a 9:30 tomorrow, so I'm trying to go to bed. I'm trying to be asleep by 1, hopefully. Okay, you guys, Emma just left. It's 11:15-ish, and I'm gonna do my 2 quick assignments that I have to do, and then we're gonna go gossip with 2 of our other friends. So I'm very motivated to get this done. The assignments I had to do were fill out some questionnaires for my classes the following day. So pretty chill assignments. Honestly, I could have done it at any other time, so I could have gotten it out of the way. But of course, per usual, I left it until the last minute. And of course, this isn't difficult, but whenever you do assignments late at night, you just think to yourself, dang, this is embarrassing.